Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we just declared war on Lithuania in our quest to encircle the HRE. And we need to, of course, end this war. So that means that we need to finish up our gathering here. How many total forces do we need? Oh, not many at all. Okay, not really a problem then. So let's just raise up, like, I guess 60k is good enough. And let's head on in with our men-at-arms, bringing our total count to around 72k. More than sufficient. Absolutely more than sufficient here. We'll have no problem whatsoever here. So in we go here. We got the Pope to give us... Is this guy the Pope? Is the Pope no longer our Prince Bishop? Hang on. He's definitely still our vassal. No, this is a different guy. Okay, interesting that... the Pope is no longer our Prince Bishop. Absolutely fascinating. I wonder how that one happened. Regardless, we're going to head on in over here. We got our claim on Venice that we needed, so that'll be absolutely fine. Hopefully we recover from this illness. I'm sure we will, to be honest. So we're going to continue to siege our way through Lithuania here. There's not a whole lot to be taken here, to be honest. Just this county was 23% war score, and that's 46%. So let's head on over to their capital. This could easily end the war, especially if their army remains here. We're to catch part of their army. Okay. This could still easily end the war. We'll see if it ends up doing so. And it does. Phenomenal. So we'll end that war and disband our troops. That absolutely does create us some border gore, but don't worry. We'll get that solved. So we need to deal with this Poland issue, right? I would love to do so. I doubt we have a claimant here. We did not previously. All of these guys are landed. What do we got with this guy? 15 reasons to not come, and we already sent him a gift here. How much does he have from the gift right now? So it would end up gaining 7 opinion. And we are currently swaying someone else entirely. That is this person. What are you claimant for? Croatia. Okay, so I guess we can get Croatia under our control. We can presumably invite this guy. Wow, he would not come. Okay, so this is probably never going to happen then. He's at 95. So we're just going to abandon that scheme for right now. That's not going to end up happening. We can only get 5 more opinion out of it, and that's not going to move the needle 30 points. So that'll be fine for right now. Now, we would like... Hang on. This guy would come to our court. He is 50. So we're going to have to be kind of quick here, but that's absolutely fine. So he comes to our court. He is Catholic. That seems good. Now the question becomes, are there multiple kingdoms encapsulated within Poland? No, there are not. Okay. The next question is, with their capital down here, do we want to launch our attack through this avenue here in Bohemia? Probably, to be honest. That would probably be our best bet. We need to declare this as soon as we can, because we absolutely need to declare this while this guy's still alive. He's 50, and that could change at basically any time. So we get Poland under our control here. That'll be absolutely great. This is only going to cost 1470 prestige as well. We absolutely do this. So we're going to raise up our forces here. We'll raise up some levy troops as well, and we're just going to head directly on in. This is no real problem here. We're not expecting... Okay, 50k. And an enemy ally joined the war, bringing him up to still 50k. Sounds good. So we've got around 80k here right now. That'll be good enough. Our men-at-arms have not arrived here yet, and with their army right in this area, let's wait for the men-at-arms. There we go. Let's split off some siege forces here. Somewhere around 20k. They'll probably get stack wiped if they get caught, so we'll just have to make sure that they don't get caught, right? That'll be the idea here anyway. And we would love to make our way up and chase these guys down, although if they're going to come out over here... No, this is okay. We're not going to take heavy attrition. We're no longer ill, so that's wonderful. We're going to go take over their capital. And we're currently fighting their army up over this direction. We're going to win that. Are we going to stack wipe it, though? That's the question. I don't think so. Okay, we did just come of age. and we became a thrifty clerk. Did we forget to send ourselves to university there? We may have, but that's actually quasi-okay. So for the moment, we are going to end the regency. This is, of course, our mother, and she's completely fine with just giving up power. She's not interested in holding that power, so that's great. And, of course, these guys are kind of heading the wrong direction. We're going to need to get them turned around. We're above our domain limit right now, but that is because we don't have an actual wife here. Now, she is not actually who we want to marry. This was something that we did for political reasons. We're going to break this betrothal, and it's going to be slightly painful. But we're going to break the betrothal, and we are instead going to marry someone... Actually, Fatima here is not terrible. Hunchbacked we would prefer to not have in our line. But broadly... Actually, Genius is significantly better. She's younger as well, and we do give up 4 stewardship for it. But I think that's okay. Fantastic. Do we want to hold a grand wedding? Honestly, maybe. A grand wedding here kind of does make sense. So we'll send that proposal. And we do need to continue to siege up over this direction. So we have that betrothal now, and we can organize a grand wedding. So let's plan this. And this is going to be in our capital, of course. We're going to just crank this on up. We want to get as much prestige out of this as we can. So, recreation, perhaps. Yeah, probably just recreation here, I think, given those options. We'll start the grand wedding, and that is absolutely fine. We can grab a stewardship lifestyle here, and we'll go for... I feel like there's no point in going for wealth focus. We're going to go for domain focus here for the purposes of boosting up our domain limit, but honestly, that's what our wife's job is. So that'll be fine for the time being. As far as Poland goes, we are continuing to siege our way through here. We're at 52% war score right now. And these guys are turning around up over here. Okay, that seems absolutely fine. We'll just head up this direction and cut them off. Yeah, seems okay. I would love to actually catch this force here. It's not going to happen, but we can catch them over here. And that will happen, so that seems fine. This could easily end the war here when combined with these sieges. We're at 73 war score right now. We'll see what ends up happening here. I don't think we stack wipe it, so it's a little unlikely. But there we go, 100%. Fantastic. So Poland is under our control now. Wow, that's a lot of gain in a short amount of time. No doubt about that. Now the question is, can we do the same thing to Hungary? And as well, can we make empires over here? Westlavia, not quite. And the HRE we can't usurp, obviously. I'm wondering about the state of Germany, though. That is still 3 counties short. Okay. So we are currently at an activity and truced with the HRE. So we need to wait until our grand wedding is over before we declare any other wars. That's reasonably fine. In the meantime, of course, we can be looking for a claimant in, say, Hungary here. Well then. Okay. Well, that was easy. So that's fine. Sure. Does this guy need any conversions or anything? No, he just shows up at our court here. It'll be a couple of months before we can declare a war for him, but that's reasonably fine. All of these ransoms are acceptable. We'll have to wait until this grand wedding is over. 5 months until our wedding begins. We're still waiting on guests to show up. So I guess we'll deal with some of these ransoms. That's acceptable. That's acceptable. That's acceptable. Yep. All looks good. None of these are our vassals, so we don't care. This is all fine. We're going to hop over this direction, of course, and continue to upgrade our workshops. And we can spend down our gold while we're waiting as well. So that'll be fine. We still have some gold upgrades that we can work on here. Although we are getting close to maxing everything out in our capital domain. So that's all fine. We need to get married for our domain limit. That's going to be a relatively high priority here, of course. This is not an acceptable ransom. This is acceptable. Nope. Yup. Nope. Okay, these are just kind of alternating. Yes, no, and no. Okay, so that one broke the pattern. Fantastic. And let's continue to spend down our gold where we can. We have spent a decent amount of it, but there's definitely still more to be done. What do we got over here? Sure. Do we want... We want prestige here. Yeah, we'll take prestige. That'll be fine. Down in this area, things are a lot more maxed out, but we can definitely still use additional constructions here, looks like. Looks good. That's basically everything for now, though. This ransom is absolutely acceptable. This is not. Yes, and yes. Okay. So that seems fine. We could secure the Mediterranean at this point. Interesting. We should do this. Yes. We'll gain some renown. This will give us access to Mediterranean conquest. That's a really inefficient CB. Mostly because it's single county. But yeah, we'll absolutely do that. Nobody can oppose us. We are the masters of the Mediterranean. And honestly, it's kind of true. I mean, we don't fully control the Mediterranean, but we're really close, actually. Especially if you don't count the Aegean as part of the Mediterranean. So we need to take, like, Anatolikon, we need to take Cyprus, we need to take Croatia, Serbia, and this little bit of the HRE, and Venice. And then we control the entire Mediterranean. The whole thing. I mean, yeah, that's definitely a thing. So we need to continue to tick forward here. Our grand wedding is going to begin in about 20 days. So that seems good. Fantastic. So we can't wait. The wedding is, of course, happening. And we're gaining some prestige out of it. We could become a confident groom, 73% chance. The highest odds are 77%. So we'll take that. Excellent. Losing 28 stress because we're temperate? Or actually because of our recreation intent? Actually, we'll have the Pope gain opinion of us. That'll be fine. We lose stress, the Pope gains opinion of us. That seems ideal. What else do we have here? Just losing stress? But this is a 50% chance of gaining prestige. We'll take it, and we succeeded. Phenomenal. Let's see here. So this would be our mother. We could definitely enjoy a quiet moment together. That's fine. No problem whatsoever. The Pope gave us 450 gold. Excellent. Oh, she became our soulmate. Well, that's very useful. 1,001 nights as well, the achievement. So orchestrate a grand wedding where the spouses become soulmates. Cool. We didn't have that achievement previously. Yes, we're going to get married here. Absolutely. This is necessary. We could pick the main dishes personally for the stewardship lifestyle experience, and yeah, that's going to be what we're going to do. That does, of course, get us a stewardship lifestyle perk, and I kind of want to move down towards divided attention here. Skipping the avaricious tree, we really don't need it. So we're going to grab cutting cornerstones for now. We're mostly just looking for that domain limit at this time. Let's see. Who is this? Our sister, the Queen of Transoxania, would become our friend? Sure. Out of curiosity, would she be interested in becoming our vassal? I know she's way out there. She's currently at war. And yeah, her realm is remote from ours, which is 500 reasons. That's not the only reasons. She wouldn't do it normally. So that's fine for now. Of course, our grand wedding is going to be done soon. Our mother could become our best friend, and I guess that's fine? Although our Empress would lose opinion with us. 68% chance that our wife would argue with our mother. I mean, that sounds right, to be honest. She'll gain this opinion back. It'll be fine. She'll get over it. So that's fine. And what is this ransom? Yes, that is acceptable. No, please, do go on. So this grand wedding is going to be over soon, right? We do need to declare wars here pretty soon. Higher standards of courtesy. Yes. Okay. So we're currently engaged in the wedding banquet. This will be over relatively soon. A diplomacy lifestyle perk. Interesting. So we have a diplomacy perk. Opinion gained from send gift is actually really useful for us. That will help us invite more people to court so that we can press their claims. So that's absolutely great. We'll happily take that. This is all acceptable. Even this guy's acceptable. Sure. Okay, so the wedding night has started. It's a very long wedding night, approximately a month. We would become the owner of Lock of Hair, and it would be set to produce a mini offspring. I mean, mini bargaining chips is good, so we'll definitely do that. Excellent. This is acceptable, and this ransom is also acceptable. What do we have going on for this event? We could bar the betting. Okay. That would probably, you know, not be a terrible thing. Everybody would be upset because they aren't allowed to spectate. Yes, this is a thing that actually happened. And, yeah, they can leave. Get out of here. Phenomenal. 96% chance that she will be flattered by this. Okay, fantastic. And we succeeded. She has 100 opinion of us, so that minus 30 opinion really doesn't matter. We got 1,200 prestige, 450 gold. We lost a bunch of stress. We found a soulmate. All looks good. Okay, so with that all under control, yes, this is an acceptable ransom. The Pope is attempting to give us a skull goblet. Okay, I guess we'll take a skull goblet from the Pope. And at this point, we, of course, need to declare on Hungary, pressing this gentleman's claims. We need to do this ASAP because who knows how long this guy will be among us. So we've currently got 75k that we're going to need to fight against to take over Hungary. We're not expecting this to be a problem in any meaningful way here. Just thinking about our path. There's a crossing right here. Okay, looks good. So we'll raise up some forces. And in we go. So this is going to get us substantially towards our goal of encircling the HRE. We, of course, still need Croatia and technically Serbia in order to do it, but we've made tremendous progress on this front. King of Serbia joined this. Okay, so they've got like 76k. That's no problem. We've got 100k here right now. So let's head on in. Our men-at-arms have arrived. Oh, okay. Just a quick frame drop there. For a second, I was like, is it crashing? That'd be interesting. Of course, it's 30th of January, so we just had an autosave. So no real problem there if it did. Let's split off a siege force here. Again, this would be a problem if they caught it, so we'll just have to make sure that they don't catch it. We're going to head off over this direction and look to fight them. This is not their entire army. Okay, that is noted. Definitely not their entire army. They've got another 30,000 out somewhere, and they're just kind of kiting us around this impassable terrain here. Yeah, it's most efficient for us to turn around here. They're going to... Okay, this is a break of the pattern. Sounds good. We can definitely do something here. Okay. So they break the pattern, and we can catch them right here. That's perfect. So we catch them there. We're heading down towards their capital. I don't know that we stack wipe this force. Maybe. Looks like we are, actually. That's slightly surprising to me. I think that was borderline on whether we were going to stack wipe that or not. So that means that sieging their capital will end this turn. Phenomenal. That's really, really good. This is basically guaranteed at this point. 97? Okay, well, we'll let this finish up, and that'll end it. There we go. Enforce demands and disband troops, and just like that, Hungary is under our control. Now, of course, we are above our vassal limit at this time, and we can very easily do something like create a duchy up over here somewhere. Probably up over here, the Duchy of Frisia. Sure. And we would grant that over to this guy. What is this kingdom? I'm not sure. Hang on, what do we got here? These are all of our empire titles. Yeah, there's a lot of empire titles, no doubt about that. But there's a kingdom title. This one. Oh, okay. This is like Sicily. This is a Mediterranean event. Gotcha. That's fine. No problem there then. So that's okay. Can we bring anybody in from Serbia? We've had good luck with bringing in claimants from the other locations. 125 here. 125 here. 180. This guy would come. Okay, well, apparently people like this guy. Sure, we'll happily take that. Let's see here. Who is this? The Queen of Tehert is claiming this Galician tapestry. No, get out of here. This is acceptable, and this is also acceptable. So we're bringing in a claimant for Serbia, and then we're going to need one for Croatia as well. So this is going to actually end up getting rid of a lot of border gore. At this point, the HRE basically amounts to border gore, which is kind of exciting. If we were to hypothetically struggle clash, we're truced right now, but if we were to hypothetically struggle clash, that's a lot. Okay, we would not by any means get all of it, but that would certainly be a lot. We would have enough to de jure claim everything, I think. So that would be amazing. We'd be very happy about that. Can we get any more in this struggle clash? Actually, no. This is as good as the struggle clash gets. Noted. I still want to go after Serbia here, so we're going to need to declare this war, and then we maybe go after the HRE. But I'm going to declare this war, and then I'm going to immediately depart on a pilgrimage. So we're going to plan this pilgrimage. It will be a pious pilgrimage off to Jerusalem. We're definitely going to need to hire experienced captains. Looks like we still have some danger out over here. We could certainly think about superior armaments. That would do the trick. And then we would go for altruism, and we would bump up our fidelity and bump up our pomp. So off we go. There's no danger on this route now, and we're just going to fight Serbia while we're traveling, and hopefully we'll be able to continue to get Croatia under our control very, very soon here. So we'll raise all of our forces here. We've added potential pilgrims. Yes, this is all fine. We would love to get additional piety here. So anything that gets us piety, we're interested in. We need a lot of piety, of course. And this should be sufficient forces here. We do have a new stewardship perk. We'll take professional workforce, I guess. It's not super helpful, but we're just making our way down. Let's see. 50 piety here. Looks good. Also, that reminds me, we don't currently have our wife managing domain, and we should do that. That gives us 2 additional domain limits, so we would be able to pull back 2 of these counties. I don't know if these guys would be willing to just give it to us. If not, we're not really willing to do anything about it right now. And these 2 are pretty close. We might be able to gift both of them, so we send you a gift, and then we revoke the title. 95% chance? Okay. And then we send you a gift, and we revoke your title. 95 as well. Okay, we'll wait to do those until after this war. I just want to, in the event that they rebel, I want to be able to handle that without having to worry about this war. So I'll just delay that until after the war. That'll be fine. We're probably going to have some spare time after this war anyway when we can't declare because of our pilgrimage. So that'll be okay. We do have a daughter. Okay, that's fine. And we're just going to head on in and take over their capital. Their army is out over here. It really doesn't matter, though. Yeah, we'll get the Bejeweled Scriptures. That'll be fine. Excellent. So they're on their way back. We're sieging their capital here, and we're going to continue to siege over towards them. They're kind of running away right now. Sure, we can investigate this. We found nothing and paid some prestige for it, but that's fine. It's like a month and a half worth. We did just have a successor for the Silver Pilgrim, so we are going to need to put someone in here. Actually, let's check all of these. Noblest of the Catholics. Okay, Mayor Munio, skill 14. Mayor Munio. Here we go. What do we have for the Silver Pilgrim? We already have a successor for the Silver Pilgrim? Okay, that's interesting. Sword of God and Noble Cavalry. So this would be Wagyu. Skill 21. That's a pretty good skill. We'll pay to recruit him and skill 21. Wagyu. Okay. And we will put him in there. Phenomenal. Okay, we're at 54% war score here. A winged thief, huh? We'll show mercy. That'll be fine. We'll gain stress either way. Okay, 58% war score here. They're kind of maneuvering around awkwardly here. Yeah, they're definitely trying to outmaneuver us a bit here. But it doesn't matter. We're fine with them grouping up. In fact, we'd kind of prefer it. And they're running away now. Okay. We'll just continue to siege. This is fine. 105 gold. Yep, we'll take that. That's absolutely fine. And we're going to hop down over here. We're 84% war score at this time. So yeah, this really, really doesn't matter over here. 89%, and let's get this siege done. They are sieging here, and they're sieging quite quickly. Okay, so I would like to go deal with them. Okay, we'll lose 5 opinion here, that's fine. And we're just going to head on up over this direction. We're going to fight them there, or some of them at any rate. Yeah, this is absolutely okay. Disdain for heathens is what we're going to take here. We want all of the piety that we can get, and we have arrived at Jerusalem. Excellent. So we are going to win this battle here. More pious and 100 piety. Any way we slice it, this is the exact same. Okay. So we'll bump those on up. We win this battle, and that ends the war. So we'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Now, I do want to take a quick look here. What is going on with this faction? Peasant rabble? Okay, I don't care about that. We're going to hop over here. Can we just give anybody... Oh, we can vassalize this guy? Who are you? How did you break free? Okay. Or did we never have him, maybe? Well, we'll vassalize him. I may have missed that county. We'll vassalize him regardless, and we can transfer this guy on over de jure. So that sounds good. There we go. He accepts our offer of vassalization. That puts us back over our vassal limit, but we can transfer him right on over. Beautiful. So next, of course, is going to be Croatia. No doubt about that. The question is, well, how long before we depart Jerusalem? Wow, we have, like, no piousness. Okay. Well, our pilgrimage could certainly become more pious here, and that is definitely something that we want, but we're mostly here for the piety, not the piousness. The piousness just helps the piety, right? So that's definitely fine. We're going to be leaving in 20 days here. More piousness. At least we achieve level 1 piety. So that's something. Okay, and we're heading back home. It has indeed been an honor, and we'll finish the pilgrimage and head home now. That does, of course, mean that we can start shopping for somebody to bring in from Croatia, but it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we'll see if we can continue this absolute rampage throughout Europe. That was a lot. No doubt about it. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.